Because of that scratch, she became a demon, an instrument of evil.
Hello. So I've decided it's time to do an old school 80s horror in the form of demons. Now, you may or may not know that I reviewed Demons 2 some years ago, but it wasn't until recently that I've seen the very first Demons, so let's see what I discovered. So a young woman called Cheryl is on the train and is suddenly stalked by some guy with a metal face. Reminds me of Terminator with Arnie chasing Sarah Connor, except here he's not trying to kill her, he just wants to give her a free invitation to a movie theatre. It's nice, isn't it? So Cheryl goes along with her friend Kathy to see this movie, which turns out to be a horror film, and here's a quick rundown of some of the audience. Two douchebags, Ken and George, a 70s disco king with his hookers, a blind man and his daughter, a young couple, and that'll do because I'm bored. So everyone's enjoying the movie, having a gay old time, you know, like the Flintstones, and in the movie within the movie, okay, four goons go to a tomb and find a book.
It's in Latin. I can't figure it out.
It's not a map at all, you anus. And of course there's a scary mask in there which one of the guys puts on, as you do when you're desecrating graves.
Trick or treat. Don't do that. How do I look? Whoever wears it becomes a demon.
So he gets a cut on his cheek and becomes possessed and then kills his friends. Ooh. Now sure enough, in the lobby to the cinema there was this exact same mask there which this prostitute tried on, and she got a cut on her cheek as well. I'm not just calling her a prostitute because she looks like one. She is, and here's her pimp. Nice tash. He was in Demons 2, funnily enough, as a gym instructor, if I recall correctly, but whatever. But anyway, I really hope you're not eating anything right now. Oh dear me, splat. So she becomes possessed and shit starts to hit the fan now, so here we go. Now the thing with Demons is, it's not scary. It's got plenty of monsters and gore, but that's the whole selling point right there. It's going for over-the-top, gross-out horror, which at times is laughable, but it's still cool. Now, one thing you will get annoyed with is the amount of females just standing around screaming constantly. I mean, you just wish that they'd die quicker, or at least quietly. Isn't this music to your ears?
Ruth, shut up.
Yeah, words of wisdom right there. So when one of the prostitutes falls through the screen, Tony the pimp runs to her rescue.
Will you get out of my way? What's the matter with you? Holy shit! She's a friend of mine!
Hey, George, look at her fingernails.
Son of a bitch! Shit!
So obviously Tony is the man to listen to in a situation like this.
Everybody get away! Get out! What are you waiting for? Run!
But some idiots just don't listen to a 70s dolled up pimp, and guess what? They die. So whatever Tony says, you do. So naturally everyone freaks out and tries to flee the cinema, but when pulling down doors, they're faced with brick walls.
We're trapped in here!
It wasn't there anymore!
There has to be an explanation! You know?
Yeah, you're trapped with goon, it's not rocket science.
Quiet! Be quiet! Listen to me! Let's find the emergency exit!
See, old Tony knows the score. What a legend. I could just listen to his voice all day long, just forget about listening to your favourite music. When I tried to drift off to sleep, I listened to words of wisdom from Tony.
Come on, give me a hand before it's too late. One of you take her legs and help me throw her over the edge. What are you waiting for, you son of a bitch?
When I cook, I listen to words of wisdom from Tony.
Because of that scratch, she became a demon, an instrument of evil. Like they said in the damn movie, you heard them.
When I clean, I listen to words of wisdom from Tony.
They're still here, goddamn them. They ain't gonna get me.
You should do the same, alright? Fact. Now here's some strange points about demons I've picked up on. Number one, the evil master that has powers is being held by night on a bike. What? Number two, if you're blind, then people in a cinema will ignore you when you call out.
Answer me! Please! Please!
I gotta go home. No, we're here.
Rude. Number three, if you're blind, then you'll get your eyes ripped out. Oh, the irony. Number four, Tony doesn't care for other people's losses.
Give me a hand to throw her into the stall.
No, no, leave her alone. She's dead.
Get out the way.
She can't hurt anyone.
I wanna get out! I wanna go home!
Quiet!
I lost my girl.
Get out of the way!
And number five, you should snort coke from a can of coke. Ultimate product placement there. So the crew get to the projection booth and go ape shit in the hope that this will save them.
Smash everything! Smash everything! Smash everything!
Old Tony thinking he's some kind of lame rapper now. Then moments later he's stabbing demons because he's got nothing better to do. Meanwhile outside there's a group of punks running away from some pigs and a demon just kindly opens up the cinema so they can enter, leaving the demon to run outside and look. Well, it's a bad choice of words because it's the blind guy. Look, blind, well, whatever. So sadly Tony the Pimp dies and frankly now he's dead I don't care about anybody else. So the 4 punks who joined the party end up being killed and look who's leading the pack of the demons. It's only our main man Tony. So you just knew that he would become a villain because of his killer tash, and all villains here on Shitcase Cinema have got a tash. So pretty much everybody dies in a gory bloodbath and we're left with Cheryl, Kathy and the 2 lads who tried their magic on them before the movie started. But Kathy turns fucked up for some reason, I don't know why. Demons maybe. Then a monster breaks out of her back for no reason whatsoever.
Look at her back!
Yet another sign of awesome acting right there. So poor old, whatever his name is, gets scratched and he runs away crying to himself as you do before he tells his buddy to do him one last favour as a friend.
Kill me with this.
It's a bit extreme. It's not quite, say something nice at my funeral or watch Shitcase Cinema because it's great. No. But anyway, this film needs something extreme, so here we go. Because once his mate is dead, he's now slashing around the sword while riding a motorbike. Priceless. This goes on for ages and ages. I'm not kidding, but it's cool, so who cares? So after what seems like a lifetime of killing demons while rock music plays just to make things even more epic, Cheryl falls off and George just crashes because he's no longer worthy of being a fucking samurai demon killing biker. Now here's a random moment if there ever was one. The roof breaks and a helicopter just falls into the cinema. It's not random at all, it's just perfectly normal. Then George decides to be a show-off once again and kills demons with the rotor blades. I mean, there's no end to this guy's talent. So right at the end as they get out of the cinema, the Terminator wannabe pops up and has a fight with George, but you know who's going to win this one. Oh yeah, and sure enough, demons are everywhere in the city, so it's not a happy ending. Especially when Cheryl randomly turns into a demon. I love randomness, and this movie is full of it. It's full of bullshit too. So there you go, if you love old school horror films then this is right up your street. It's just glorified B-movie madness with awesome but strange dubbing, terrible acting, full on horror and just plenty of unintentional laughs. It's not perfect but it's certainly shitcase worthy. 7 out of 10.